Are we all well?
Yes? Any more of them up there?
I think we've taken them all out. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine down here.
Yes, I will need a couple of moments, though. My curse is quite bad at the moment.
It's nice and flat down here.
I will hobble my way down the stairs.
I will help you down.
Stairs are rickety and worn, weather-beaten. But you all descend the stairs. Again, this well is about 40 feet in diameter or so. And it is obviously been tarnished by these effects of weather and such. But you did notice that there was some blood on these stairs, and I think that Malavik was the one that noticed that, if I'm not mistaken.
One of us.
I don't... This is out of character. I don't remember if I told the group or not. I believe I said something.
Of the blood? I knew of it too, yes. You found it. I determined it was very fresh. But going the wrong way, it wasn't our little elf that ran with us. The dead one.
Well, if you all want to continue, I will just be waiting here for a couple of moments.
I will not leave you, Yara.
All right. And I will go ahead and I will place a hand on my chest and cast a 2-action level 1 heal on myself in order to remove my wounds and heal me to full. As I slump against the wall to begin to refocus for a bit.
Down at the base of this well, there is tightly packed clay soil. Stones along the eastern wall of the well have been removed and replaced with a large, sturdy wooden door.
Is shut?
Yes, sorry, I just realized that that's not set up properly on the map for you. Oops.
That's alright, I can't see very far anyway.
I would like to put my ear up against the door and see if I can hear anything.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
29.
29. Okay. You don't really hear anything, but as you put your ear against the door, maybe you touch the doorknob, you can feel there's a little tension there.
Something is strange with this door. I don't hear anything, but I suspect it may be trapped, or something might be up against it.
I back up toward the other wall.
Hello. Say, looking up at him. Do you have an eye for traps or anything like that, Arcelia?
I do not. This is out of my purview.
I could probably maybe do nothing, I think.
Well, if it is a magical trap, would you be able to tell?
I could, yes, detect magic. That is true. If anyone is good with locks and things, that could help. I cast detect magic upon this door, focusing on the door itself.
There is no magic on that door.
Not magical, so if it is a trap, it is mechanical.
Unfortunately, I only have one method of opening doors.
I back up again. Well,
I'll walk past and take out some lockpicks without saying much. And I can attempt to unlock the door with the lockpick if possible, if there's a hole for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when you go to, like, put the lockpick in, you realize that the door is actually open.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I'll put force on it and the door is slightly crack.
Yeah. Make me a thievery check, please.
26.
So as you just gently touch the door and try and like move it, you realize that there is a wire that is connected on this side of the door, and it is set up in a way where it's on both sides of the door, and there's some tension there. And you've got this wire on this side, but then you realize that you got to snag it from the other side as well to stop something from happening.
So is it thievery check to notice that or to stop?
So you've caught the wire on one side, but you're gonna have to try and reach the other one as well.
It is trapped. Make an attempt to disarm it. But stand back if something happens. I'll take the brunt of the action.
we will be ready to heal you if it hurts.
I'll shift my eyes towards the door and take a deep breath. And I will attempt to disarm it.
All right, I need another thievery check.
28.
Malavik, you sort of quickly open the door and you try to grab the wire from the other side. There's a moment where you reach out to grab it, and you see that there's like a moment where you do a Sherlock kind of situation. You see where the wire is connected. You hear the ding, 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 like the sound of a metal wire sort of like pinging as you're stretching it. And then you see that there is what appears to be like a netting holding a giant pile of scrap. And you quickly grab the wire, and you're holding both and sort of holding the door with your foot as you gently sort of unattach the wires from the door.
Extremely annoyed. For my barbaric feats, you would think I would normally just get frustrated and rip this door off, but I think maybe anybody that's looking intently will notice that I have some sort of finesse to it, and take pride in disarming this trap. And I think instead of my foot, I would use my tail in this instance to balance it and finally unhook it. Someone doesn't want us down here. And then I will slowly... Is the trap completely dissolved?
It is.
Right. I will take the wire if possible. Is it like piano wire? Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it like?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, I
a
would
it's like a
definitely-
thin metal wire.
Yeah, I would definitely take the wire. If it's salvageable, should be if I gently did it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now
It's
move
probably
aside.
it's probably like let's call it like 8 feet long, a metal wire.
Right.
Well done, Malavik. I didn't know you were so good with your hands.
I'll smirk and like, tilt my head in the way of like, come on. The door's open. But be cautious walking in. If they went through the trouble of making a double-layered contraption for both entering and leaving, then I can only imagine what's inside here. The person that made this trap is witty. One would think that they disarmed it from one side, open the door, and meet their fate quickly.
Very well. And I will stand up, brushing my skirts off. Are we ready then?
Do we see any light sources up ahead?
You do not. For anybody that has the dark vision to see, you should be able to see a bit in there. You can see a zigzagging path of packed dirt descending down this 10-foot high underground chamber. There is some kind of banner that's hanging from the ceiling. It's hard to see. You probably have to get closer.
I'll go first since I can see in the dark.
Well, that's
Same,
right
I
on my
think as
staff.
well. I would advise allowing either me or both of us, and I see it, to scout out before. There is no light in there. Also, there seems to be some kind of markings or a cloth of some type hanging. Maybe noticeable to see what we're dealing with before you go in.
How about when we do go in as well, we make sure that myself and Arashtak are in the middle and both of you are on our front and on our flank. Arashtak near Arcelia, me near you at the front, or whoever is at the front, if Arcelia is going first.
That is fine.
All right.
Is the blood going under this door and leading in?
Yeah, it sort of follows this path.
Drips or drags?
A little bit of both.
Oh, like someone's dragging their leg almost? That kind?
Possibly.
And last we checked on this blood, how old did we say it was? Was it fresh?
Fresh, yes.
It was fresh, right.
Do we see any inconsistency with the size of the drops? Is it getting bigger towards the door? Is it getting smaller towards the door?
Smaller. You mean, so going up the stairs, it would be, yeah, it'd be smaller.
Okay.
Oh, so it's getting, the wound is getting worse as they travel deeper into here.
Or they came from here and they ran outside.
That could have been it, yes.
Could be either.
I advise to look at the walls. If someone is out, they typically tend to lean if they place a hand on the wall. And some sort of place if this is trapped. Then following the blood may help us. Or not.
Can I see the banner from here?
I think you probably would have to get a little bit closer.
Right.
Having watched Malavik with the trap, did it seem like the type of trap that would take someone an extended period of time to set, from what we could tell?
I think just make an intelligence or a thievery check.
All right. Both are the same, so I will make an intelligence check. That is an 18.
So I think 18 is enough to know that, like, it's not a super complicated trap. I think you would gather that it would be to startle, potentially not seriously wound something, but it would definitely make a lot of noise.
Yeah, enough to alert. That's what I was thinking.
Right, so it doesn't seem like somebody would have said it if they were running away, is the
Right.
point. So, yes, all right. Excellent. Most certainly something wanted to be left alone here.
Can I see what I see on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Up ahead, I think I can make out the outline of a table, some chairs. this might be a place of congregation.
Or a meeting place in secret. Yeah. We're not gonna figure out more out here. We should probably go in now. Be careful of the walls. Ground. Is this sand down here? Dirt?
It's clay.
Clay. Hmm.
If there was one trap, there will likely be another.
Would you like me to scout out ahead?
Yes, please. You're quieter than I am.
All right, I would do that. I would take my steps lightly and check for traps.
Sure. Make a perception check, please, for me, Malavik.
30.
Yeah, so you take your time, head on a swivel, begin to approach this winding path that leads downwards.
Before we do that, is there blood where I'm standing?
Yeah,
Can I kneel down and sniff it?
sure.
That'd be survival.
What are you trying to determine?
A scent.
A scent.
Mm-hmm.
This is for tracking purposes?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, make a survival check.
Eesh, I want to reroll
It's
that.
a natural one, getting rerolled.
There we go.
A natural 1 to a natural 20. Okay. Yes. You have the scent.
And then I'll stay low to the ground and make my way. I guess it's not fair for me to move through this whole place on that. I'll just go here. First layer.
Sure. Yeah, as you begin to move around, you don't see any other traps. That one on the door, you can tell, like, if that went off, this room is big enough that it would, like, echo and, like, create a lot of noise in here if that trap went off. So it is very good that you figured that out and managed to stop it. The scent is definitely you can see that they're, like, at the bottom of this path there seems to be two different passages. The scent seems like it would come from the upper passage.
Okay. I will go right here. I'll wave everyone in. Oh, actually, Arcee would only be the one to see it, but I'd wave to her.
Just as a quick check, who doesn't have dark vision? Because we would all know by now. Okay.
I don't, but I have light casts, which means I can't see more than like 20, 30 feet.
I have low light vision, so I'm not completely blinded in the dark, but...
My light helps you see farther.
Yep.
Then.
All
I would
right.
advise probably not using it. But yeah, I would just wave. I would just wave to Arcee to come and signal to be quiet.
This banner that's hanging down from the ceiling is kind of in between these two passages on the area over here.
I'll come to about here to try to have a better look at the banner.
Okay.
Maybe
Make a
as far as
perception check.
here. Okay. That's a 30.
Make a society roll for me, please.
All right. I will reroll that.
Okay. An 11 getting rerolled.
21.
Okay. There is a woman depicted on this banner. They look regal. It's a stylized image. Regal human woman in profile, wearing a crown and surrounded by a halo of white light. For you, this triggers some memories, and that you would recognize this person depicted on the banner as Galfrey, the former Queen of Mendev, and a popular icon in the Mendavian Crusades.
I will whisper this to Malevich since he is closest.
I will look back at her and shrug. Only because I don't know who that is, but I'll say, sounds important.
These people here might be associated with her. Or at least her legacy.
I do not know if she was good or bad, or worshipped or not. Typically people in that type of nobility are either corrupted or just.
Knowing that she was popular, do I know what she was popular for?
You didn't crit the roll, but I will say that you would remember that Queen Galfrey was kind of like a paladin who worshipped Iomide and was like an absolute monarch of Mendev and like the leader of the Crusades.
As I relay this, I also say it might not be a stretch to say we might experience individuals similar to those that we found in the plaza. Over-eager sense of justice and good, perhaps to extreme extents.
Yeah. Shall we keep moving?
Yes.
And very carefully moving towards them as well.
I will slip behind. That way I'm at the flank.
I was gonna ask if they move up. I'd signal Yara to come forward.
Very well.
I also motion Arashtak to go past me.
Yes.
All right. And I will continue up the path and keeping the scent in front of me. Would I need to make more perception checks or no?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Not
As everyone gets
any other traps as you move along.
as everyone gets closer, like I have their scent. There seems to be two paths ahead. The upper path, ascending path, is where they are or where they perish.
What do you think we go the other way first, try to get some more information before a direct hunt?
You can, but I'll stay at the apex of it, right at the bend, just in case.
Well, it could also just be someone who's hurt.
I'll turn slowly. Caution is a lot easier than hoping. If we find them, you do what you must. But I would like to assess the situation first.
Very well.
And I'll continue we'll go around just to save time. And I will end here to keep an eye on both bins and allow the passage for them to be able to look in this other room.
Sure. As you make it to the fork in the two passages, along the northern passage, you can see that there are some sort of tight, further tunnels from that passage. The southern passage opens up a little bit more to an open space. There appears to be a long table surrounded by rough carved chairs filling most of that cavern. They seem to have the trappings of a Mendevian dining area, Arcelia. There are metal plates and small cups arranged on the table as if for a meal. Empty pantry shelves fill an alcove that you can barely see on the northern wall of that passage, room. And there are, you think, some paintings on the southern wall?
this is certainly where they sup. These are Mendevian utensils. I'd like to get a closer look at the paintings.
Sure. You gonna step inside?
I'll step to about here.
Okay. There's 4 paintings from what you can tell. You can't really make them out too well from where you are.
I'm going to, before she steps in, use my goggles of night, which will give me dark vision for an hour.
Okay.
How is Yar looking right now? Is she anxious, antsy, or calm? Knowing that someone may be dying or so.
I'm quite antsy. I mean, I don't want anyone to die unless they're trying to hurt any of you.
Right. I'll slightly sigh and say, do you want to go check on them while they're watching?
You mean separate from you all?
Yeah, it's not really separating. I can see inside there very easily. Right around the corner, if something happens, they can come running.
But it's... So the blood trail was going in which direction?
This passage.
Up that way.
Yeah. I have their scent. I can find them easily.
I cannot see quite well in here. It is not the best idea for me to go alone.
I'm not
I will
saying
wait for
alone.
them.
I had to go with you.
All right. we
Or
can call
let
for
them bleed out. It's up to you.
Ah, Malefic, yes. Okay, let's go.
And I'll signal to the others if they see if they're paying more attention to the pictures, they won't see it. But if they do see it, and lead the way around the bend. But I'll be going very slowly and cautiously, maybe even stealthily, because I don't want to startle. I mean, if it's a Mendavian, if they see me, it might be very scary for them. I don't know.
How far into the room is Rostock at this point? Or are you still next to me?
Yes, I was next to you before the room with the paintings.
All right, I'm going to grab you on the arm very quickly. We're going to scout ahead very quickly. If you hear anything, rotate to us, all right? And vice versa.
All right. This is unwise to split.
Perhaps we should move quickly, Rostock.
Yes. Very well. Call out if there is an issue. We will hear it.
Yes, I'll gather my skirts and try to carefully move with Malefic.
Okay. Malefic, give me a stealth check.
$26.
Okay. Arcelia, you and Rostock begin to enter the room.
Yes.
Okay.
The moment I'm stepping in, I'm just doing a sweep of detect magic.
Okay.
I don't trust anything.
There is no magic here, Rostock.
That makes me feel better.
There are 4 paintings on the southern wall.
How can they not be paintings? No reason.
They depict individually a flaming Mendevian pasture, a tranquil town along a river, a blood-soaked battlefield, and a somber-looking tiefling in 3/4 profile. I will take a society roll from either of you.
Okay.
That's probably a little better than I am. I'm...
+8.
Oh, I'm better than you then. Never mind.
I will help you.
23. 24. Very nice.
Okay. You think that the tranquil town along the river is probably referencing the Selin River, and the blood-soaked battlefield appears to be Sarkorian, which would put these paintings at a time period before the world wound opened. You would estimate maybe 50 gold a painting?
How dare you do this to me? They are old. Pre-world wound old.
They look valuable.
Yes. Do you think you could do your magic again and sell them if I take them?
I certainly could, but I think we should first try to discern of whom we are guest to.
That is wise.
But afterwards, if they have no inclination, certainly.
We do not know if the blood leads in or out. By the way, they may have been escaping if it was the elf we found, and if so, this is not a good place.
If I remember correctly, Wack, you said the pantry shelf was empty.
Yes. There's sort of a little alcove on the northern side there that you can see that's just got like an empty pantry.
I'm going to check ahead of the path here. Perhaps you can investigate the pantry. It looks empty, but there may be clues.
Malvik and Yara, why don't you go ahead and move forward a little bit?
I don't like the way you said that.
Did you say move over?
Well, move forward a little bit because you're investigating.
You said
Right.
stealthily. All right.
Do I have to make a stealth check as well?
That depends. Are you moving stealthily?
Yes, absolutely. You think I'm just no. Just
I don't
traipsing
like to
through
make
the dungeons.
assumptions.
Oh, I am absolutely being stealthy, darling. Don't you worry.
Why don't you go ahead and make a stealth check for me then? please?
22.
Jingling and jangling. Okay.
I do have bracelets and stuff. Ding, 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 ding.
Just like a bunch of janitor keys.
Yeah.
Like that big were the keys.
A big old ring. As we're going, I'm just keeping this scent in mind. And we're at a fork. I'll motion to Yara that there's another fork.
Why are there so many fucking forks in this place, goddammit? They can feel goddamn pantry.
It seems that we're underground. It typically happens to wherever the earth determines to be carved.
Are there any signs or anything that indicate what each fork may be?
I'll sniff the air and follow the scent.
Okay. Move to where you want to move.
I moved right here to the fork.
Okay.
I have the scent. Wherever the scent is strongest is where I'm gonna go.
Seems like the scent went east or came from the east. One of those.
Okay. Along this way, and then I'll notice. I just want to be able to look inside. I don't want to get up on this person. I just want to see if there's a body or silhouette or something. I noticed that we're getting further and further from the group.
Yeah. You don't really see any body or anything.
There's no life ahead, but the scent does go deeper. We are getting quite far away from the others.
Yes, they might not hear us if we yelp.
I can go
Perhaps.
ahead. You can go back if you like.
I'm not leaving you in this situation, especially.
Why? Do you not trust me?
I trust you. I do not trust other people.
You sure about that?
Ooh. Malavik, I will place a hand on your shoulder and I will look you in the eyes. Weird shit that you have been saying aside, I trust you. I do not know what is going on with you, but we will bridge that topic another time, yes? You are my friend.
I'll look down and briefly nod and I'll I'll turn back and motion towards her to go forward, and I'll be at your backside.
Very well. And I will make my way to try and get the others.
Okay. Arashtak or Celia, do we see you just lifting paintings off the wall, or are you ignoring them for now?
I listened to her, and we're ignoring them until the way out.
Okay. Again, I don't like to make assumptions.
I would have liked to check out the pantry. I see there are crates up ahead.
Yeah, there's definitely another room to the east there that you can see.
Just a quick look, a quick little peek.
No. Ooh.
Okay.
Well, there was nothing in the pantry, you said? It was empty?
Yes. As you approach this other room, you can see that there are statues, unupholstered furniture, and old crates filling every corner of what appears to be a storage cave. Hanging from the northern wall is a small framed painting.
I'm gonna do what I did in the other room, which is do a quick magic sweep, because I'm terrified of everything.
Okay. No magic that you can see.
Okay. Nope, this reassures me that there's nothing magical in here.
I'm concerned that we might be in the presence of either an art thief or a collector of some kind.
This does seem like a place that was used for smuggling. Though these crates are old, it might have been abandoned.
Any distinguishing marks on the crates?
Nope.
I'll open one. Whatever's on the southeast.
Okay. It looks like it's full of adventuring supplies. There's some tools in there. You see what appears to be some like potion bottles. A bunch of different tools and things.
Empty bottles, like for using.
There's stuff in there.
Oh, not magic.
The bottles would definitely give off some magic once you have opened the crate.
So the crate was blocking the magic detect. Oh, there is a lot in here, Celia. The magic is in the boxes. The boxes are blocking magic detection. They are lined with something. There are potions in here as I begin to grab them and put them in the bag of holding.
I will open the other box as you're doing that.
As this begins, I will poke my head in. Darlings? What?
Yes?
We don't even know who's down here and we're looting their things.
What if it's like a nice old lady or some shit?
Why would an old lady be in a well?
I don't know. Old people live in weirder places.
We don't put our elderly in the wells.
Yara, this is strange. So, these paintings on the wall that you just passed, they are old. You see these statues here?
Indeed.
I think we're in the presence of a collector of some kind.
And what if they're like a nice old lady?
I love how
Do
they
you
just
put your elderly in wells?
you just ignored the paintings, and you knew that they were worth something, and there's just stuff in a crate, and you're like, okay, that stuff is fine.
Listen, we're just taking their juice. What's up? There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
I miss apples. I haven't had them in years.
What if we investigate and procure things once we confirm they're a terrible person?
There's blood, Yara.
What?
Blood.
Yes, so why don't we go investigate the blood, which is a far more pressing issue than stealing people's things?
I opened the second crate.
Oh my god. Pharasma, guide me
More
in
of
this
the
trying
same.
time.
I also take the potions from that one. All right, let's go. You can come
know what
back
those
for the
are?
rest.
No, I have no idea. Your Karun will be interested.
Very well.
How many potions do I have in my bag of unknown origin?
Yeah, there's a few sets of tools. There's 10 like rod-like things. There's
Magic.
one set of thieves' tools that you would recognize. One set of expanded healers' tools. 4 of one type of some kind of potion and 4 of another kind.
Is there a color to them, just so I can discern them?
One of them is kind of like a grayish, almost steel-colored potion, and one is a sort of vigorous green color.
Well, Yara, we don't know what they are, but whoever owns them perhaps might save their life.
Yes, we are pre-planning.
But we have our own supplies.
Are the rod's magical?
Good question. Because I actually don't know what this item is. Let me look it up real quick.
That's fine.
Wait, didn't you say the painting was old? Why isn't that off the wall already?
Well, this room was going to people, and we didn't want to take paintings off the wall until we were leaving. Also, paintings haunt me.
It's not magical. I think you would know this. I wouldn't make you do a check for this. So it's the equivalent of a glow stick. They're called sun rods.
Oh. Well, then I put those in my bag.
There's 10 of them.
Are we done looting?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Borrowing.
Indeed.
And there's also that like strange painting on the northern side of the wall.
I look at it longingly, but with the urgency in Yara's breath, I will ignore it for now.
Do you recognize the statues? Or we didn't look at them, did we?
No, you didn't.
No.
So the statues. Good question. Let me see here. They would look Mendevian in nature. Various like crusader-like imagery on the statues.
They're not magical, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I did this sweep.
All right, shall we go investigate the blood?
Yes.
Potential death. We could help someone who might be useful or perhaps terrible. Who knows? All right.
I'm agitated.
I look
at this point,
distressed.
I'm just like, they could be dead. Did you find everything that you needed?
Yes, there were potions that could help us.
Potions that we don't
I'll
know what
just
they're
keep my
doing, what they would do, so we will not use them.
I'll
But
just
yes,
keep comments to myself and move on.
quietly, everyone quietly.
I'd go to the same place I was, so there wasn't anything alarming there, and I've already stealthed.
Stealth checks from us, then?
Yep.
Ooh, I'll try.
We need a new set of stealth checks.
Oh, from
Everybody.
everyone.
Yep.
26. Ooh.
14.
Natural 20 for 29, darling.
17.
Okie doke.
It's very difficult hiding this ass.
Cheeks
So
clap too loud.
large
Alert
and
the gods.
green.
I wish I could make that the title of the episode.
I
The
try.
natural 20, can I hold them apart so that they stop
Oh
clapping?
my god.
Just
My
wedge
God.
your forearm in there.
Oh, Celia, turn around. We can make this work.
Okay,
Jeez
okay.
Louise.
That's so funny.
So yeah, Malavik, you got the scent sort of coming from the eastern passage. There's a few like little like clattering, some rocks like just tapping against some of the walls and stuff.
Yeah, I will make my way. till about here. And signal the others to follow. And you just tell me if we need to make another stealth check. I'll do it.
You see like a door around the bend here.
Yeah, I do see a door. I think I'll go to where I see the door, and then when everyone checks out, I'll just say, "There's another door. Would you like for me to open it or check it?"
Yes, make sure there are no traps or anything.
And I'll do that. I'll get to the door and check for any kind of traps or unlocking it if it's locked.
This kind of
This
like
time-
hairpin area here is pretty steep, like compared to the rest of the path. Like you take your time. You know, you do that thing where you lean back as you're stepping forward, and you probably descend about 20 feet down this way.
Okay.
You see a sturdy wooden door that is here, and there appears to be a padlock on it.
Yeah, definitely in there. Or at least past this area. Do I notice any blood on the door?
Make a perception check.
Or is the scent getting thicker?
19.
Wait, did you say the padlock is on this side?
No. Yeah, I mean, you could see it's probably on the other side.
There's a
The
lock
actual trigger.
in the, basically like in the door. Let's just say it's in the
Oh,
door.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Okay, 'cause-
doesn't,
Oh,
it
a
doesn't,
bolt lock, more or less.
yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, okay.
describe it properly in the description.
19.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're checking with
I'm
a
just seeing if
19,
there's like
yes.
dried blood or fresh blood or anything in there. Or if they stop bleeding, they stop the bleeding.
Don't
I don't
see anything.
know. But I still smell faint, or is this still
Very
is it strong?
faint.
Very faint. Looks like they may have either survived, stopped the bleeding.
Or they lost so much that they couldn't continue.
They got
Maybe.
past this door enough to lock it.
All right. Shall we attempt to open it?
I can.
Or do we just leave and pretend we never saw anything?
Would you live with that on your conscience?
No, let's open the door.
I would probably slightly call back to Rostock to see if they can cast any kind of detect magic on the door before I touch it.
Detect magic on the door.
There is no magic on this door.
It is fine from everything I can tell.
Okay. I will then pull my hair back, take out my kit and put the one pin in my mouth and slowly slide one pin in and then put the other one in and attempt to unlock it.
Okay. I need a thievery check to start with.
23.
Okay. This seems like a pretty complicated lock here as you're beginning to pick it, Malavik. You feel like sort of like one bit catch, you know, and you can tell that there might be three.
Whoever said this definitely doesn't want anybody getting in. Should we do this thing of knocking? Or do I continue to pick this lock?
Well, that would alert them if they are a bad person who would like to hurt us very much.
Alright. We'll continue.
Would breaking it down.
Okay. I continue to try to pick it then.
Okay. Second thievery check.
20.
Malavik, you feel like you almost fucked up. Like you almost you almost reset the whole thing. And you hear like a little scraping and then like you just barely secure the second tumbler.
Can you quiet your jiggling?
I'm not jiggling, you're jiggling.
It's the pots. Pots. See, that's what I was getting. All right. I will try. I was like, this is stressing me out. And I'll attempt, and I'll look back and I'll say, do you have anything that can calm me?
Calm you? I mean, I can give you a little guidance if you'd like.
Give me guidance.
Also, out of curiosity, not that I'm going to do this, but with my needle darts, would I know whether or not I'd be able to just turn these into needles?
Turn what into
That
needles?
metal? The metal.
Why would you be able to?
Because then you could push the door open if it's not locked.
No, I mean, why would you be able to do it with your needle darts?
Well, I can turn any piece of metal that I have in my possession, so if I hold on to something,
This
for
isn't
example...
in your possession.
Okay, so it's not on our side, the lock.
It's part of the door. Let's just say it's part of the door.
All right,
Sorry.
very good.
That's
That's the only reason I was asking.
They describe it in the description as a strong padlock, but you bring up very valid points, so let's just say that it's a part of the door.
Excellent, all right. So that being said, I am going to place a hand on Malevich, and I am giving him guidance.
Thank you. Nat 20.
This time, you have no problem with the third tumbler. It's unlocked.
The second complication was in the second tumbler. Witty. And then I'll slide the picks out. Did I lose any picks during this or no?
You did not.
Alright, thank goodness, because those cost. Alright, I will look back and smirk and be on high alert as I slide the door open slowly.
Okay.
Do I need to make a perception check or anything?
The door opens, and inside. So many windows. Okay. Inside, you can see half a dozen animal skins hanging from iron chains attached to a lumpy clay ceiling. The corner of this cave is utterly frigid. A thick layer of frost rimes the animal skins and earthen walls. Much of the ground is incongruously made of white bricks. A sturdy wooden door, which you have just opened, leads into this room.
I will signal to the others and slowly make my way in. And I will stealth in. I'll stay low to the ground. Almost on all fours.
Okay. To the north, you can see there's a sort of tangle of stitched together animal hides laying on a blood-stained wooden table. Racks of skinning and tanning tools lean against the western wall. And in the opposite corner, someone has piled a mound of discarded clothes and adventurer's gear. There is a tunnel to the north.
I don't see anyone in here.
Yeah.
You said the ground is clay. Is it hard clay in certain spots, in all spots, or is it soft in some spots as well? Due to the moisture underground.
Yeah, I mean, some areas are kind of like, you can see there's like thick frost in that corner to the east there. Yeah, I mean,
frost.
yeah, the ground is kind of like all over the place. There's some that's just kind of dirt. There's some clay, and then there's this like some white bricks that are like over here.
And I wouldn't notice any footprints or anything.
There are no footprints or anything that you can see.
Okay, I'll make room for the others. End of the line. There's only way forward. Seems like it's gonna get colder the further we go. Maybe this leads to an exit.
Well, I suppose we should go check it out then, right?
Yes.
Why is it frosty?
Well, there could be a variety of things, could it not?
It seems magical.
It's very cold here.
Indeed.
I don't like it.
All right, well, shall we check on it then?
Yes. Yes, let's do it.
I would like to walk in, have a closer look at these furs.
Okay. You head to the east. There's you can see that there's some like over. Okay, Arcelia, thank you. Arcelia.
Wait, what? No.
You walk over these white bricks, and I'm going to need you. Oh Lord. Oof, that's brutal. Okay, I guess I just get to make a roll here. Uh, 24. Does that beat your AC?
Can I raise my shield?
Is that a reaction? No. That's you have to
Preemptive.
Yeah, you have to preemptively do that, sorry.
Damn, then yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I do a reaction of my what's it called?
Amulet?
No. The emissary's protection. Raise my AC by 1.
I don't know how that works, so you tell me. This is
this
a
up.
hazard. Oh, right. Once per day, +1 AC, +1 fortitude saving throws, and yeah. So these are the scales that grow as a reaction. Will that prevent this from?
I will meet the 24.
Yeah. So that's still a hit, unfortunately.
Oh, never mind then.
Okay.
That hits.
Okie dokie. You get blasted by a jet of frost. You are hit for 5 cold damage and 4 persistent cold. The swirling jet of frost blasts Arcelia, leaving this rime of cold on her skin. And it's just constantly blowing this cold air.
Well, firstly, so it's still blowing the air out.
Mm-hmm. in this area here.
Is it violent enough that we wouldn't be able to cover it?
You can definitely try.
Could you draw out the range of it? Just for a visual, if possible.
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I was fearing. The other side may be trapped too. We're coming.
Let us check the other side and see if we can make it over to her. Yes?
Yes.
Very well.
Arcelia, please roll a d20.
Five.
You take 4 more cold damage. The persistent cold stays on.
Damn.
And you should be able to roll to cancel it. Is that correct?
That's what she just did.
Oh, she did. Oh, yes. Very good. Right. Arcelia, if you make your way to me, I'll try and help you. And as we are moving, I'm checking to see if I notice any sort of traps on the ground or anything like that.
Sure. Make a perception check.
28.
You don't see any on this side.
It's so cold.
Well, I don't see anything on this side, Rostok. Very good. And I will make my way forward.
Can I move?
You can. However, Yara, as you begin to turn the corner, there is something that catches your notice. What you believe to be a bunch of skins on the on this wooden table appears to be moving.
We have company, darlings.
I'm gonna need everybody to select their tokens. And please roll initiative.
Since let's see. Do I roll stealth or regular?
This will be regular. The stealth is not active anymore, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay. As these skins begin to move along this wooden table, you realize it's some kind of stitched together shape. It is a bag-like, but humanoid in its appearance. It begins to move awkwardly off of the table. And I need to roll initiative for this creature as well. Malavik, just re-roll and add and change your number to the 20.
Oh,
Get added.
that's so weird. I have selected my token.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Arcelia, it is your turn. As you begin to move to meet Yara, shaking, cold, you see Yara's eyes go a bit wide.
What the fuck is that? I would like to exploit vulnerability.
Okay, esoteric lore, please.
22.
regular success.
All right. I learn of its highest weakness.
Fire.
Malefic, we might need some of your heat here.
Right. Are you sure it's smart for me to do that?
Otherwise, we might turn into skin for its collection. For my second action, I will move here. Third action, I will attack it with my Morning Star. No, my Dagger Venom.
Okay, a 25. Okay. That is a hit.
Okay, so it'll be 11 piercing damage. And 2 plus whatever its fire weakness is.
Okay. And that crit, that's only on a crit for the poison stuff. Okay. Fair enough. So this was, how much you said it was? 5 plus?
11 piercing, and then 2 plus the weakness of whatever the fire is.
Okay. Yeah, the skin's like definitely like a good catch as you stab this creature. When you stab it, it feels really weird. It almost feels a little hollow, and you realize that the skin is kind of like bulging around in places.
Disgusting.
Is that it for your turn, Arcelia?
Yes, do I make the save?
Yep. Gotta do a d20.
4.
4 more persistent cold damage.
That's it.
Okay. This bag of skin it slides off the table. I think that will count as a move, basically, here, Arcelia, if you have anything that you want to do.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, a move?
It's taking a 5-foot step effectively, so I don't think, yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay. Then it will. Oh Lord. Okay. This sucks. It raises up this like nasty looking blood covered jagged blade, and it will really like awkwardly strike at you. It looks a little bit like Edgar from Men in Black. That sort of very loose skin that's moving about, and it will attempt a flay. As it attacks. 33 to hit.
That hits.
Not a crit, right?
You didn't.
No,
Bloody.
because I'm going to use my emissary's protection, so it's not a crit. So scales begin to grow on my face as I take this blow.
Okay. That will be 12 slashing damage plus 3 additional damage as this creature slices a chunk of skin off of you. And let's see. This is going to be... Or I'm sorry, that 3 damage is persistent bleed now. Sorry. So that doesn't activate yet. That is... You have 2 persistent effects on you now. Bleed and cold. And that is it for its turn. Or at least it would be. If beetles didn't start crawling out of this thing. They begin to pour through openings, stitches that weren't completely closed. You see skin beetles pouring out in a swarm from this creature at your feet, Arcelia. And that will be right here.
What the fuck?
Right there, and I will add that creature to the turn order now. Okay. Let's see, what did you have? You had 20. Oof. Oh, shit. Okay. They don't get a turn yet. Malvik, it's your turn.
I believe it's Rashtox, is it not? Oh wait, no. The
No,
turn
no.
order just
Sorry.
fixed, yes.
Yeah. Cannot hear you.
You'll slowly see my head turn and look towards the Rostock. And then to Yara. Do you require my aid?
Malavik, snap out of it, darling. Arcelia's in trouble.
Do you require my aid?
Malavik, are you losing the fight again?
Answer the
Help
question.
Arcelia, or she will die.
Do you?
No!
So be it. I only rage.
Is that it for your turn?
That is all.
Very well. Take a hero point, Malvik. Arashta, your turn.
I spit at Malavik and move up and cast Burning Hands.
Okay. I believe
there
that is
would
a
be the
cone, yes?
Yes, so it should be, that would be hitting both the bugs and the flesh thing, and only them with this range. Because it is 15 foot, so it would be to there, and it hit all 3 of the spots.
Okie doke.
There's no... The reflex wouldn't be 94.
94, wow.
Rostock's gotten way better at this spell.
He went to a escuela.
That's not right. It'd be a basic, which would be 22.
Okay, 22.
Why did
you
it
say.
default to that? I'd pull these spells out the compendium.
No, it says what it says. You gotta beat 94, Whack.
That's
okay.
a point.
This is for the swarm. Whoa, shit! 36.
All right.
Whoa,
That does
that's a
nothing.
crit. Okay. And then the skin stitch.
It has a plus 20.
Yep.
Yep. So it takes half damage, but it is fire.
Yeah. So the fire erupts, and Arashtak, you got a table that's there, and I think it just kind of blocks like a bunch of the fire. The bugs like easily like begin to move all around and separate from the fire, feeling the intense heat. And you can see they do react very intensely to it as they back away. completely dodging that. But the skin stitch, on the other hand, does not like that very much. So this is how much damage? 6?
That would be 3 before any weaknesses are added.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely catches some fire. Like, you can see like the skins like quickly blacken, and the creature seems to have only a vague awareness of it catching fire. But it definitely has a reaction.
No good. That is my turn then.
Okay. Alrighty. Yara, it's your turn.
Yes, I will look between everyone, and I will aim my head towards Malavik. Malavik, darling, you can overcome this! We need you, not whatever the fuck that is!
Do you require my aid?
I say nothing, and I first cast my lifelink onto Arcelia and Rashtok, and that will heal for 9 points of healing for Arcelia. And noticing that they have been talking about fire and whatnot, I will conjure forth a searing light in my hands and cast it towards the large creature. And I will re-roll that 16, utilizing a hero point, as this is a 3rd level spell.
Wow.
For a 30. Now, I believe it'll use the first damage roll, unless you want to use the second. I don't know how we want to do that, since I wouldn't have rolled it. But either way.
Yeah, we're just gonna take the second one as a whole package deal.
All right. So that's 15 points of fire damage, and if it is a fiend or undead, it takes additional damage, but I do not believe it is.
It is not an undead.
Oh, excellent. All right, so that is 15 points of fire damage.
Okay. What does this look like as you cast the spell?
I'm scrambling. Finally, I poise myself and I put my hands into a sort of globe formation to summon forth this light, and then it pierces through from my hands after I aim it in that direction towards this creature, burning it with like it's almost a holy light, but it's more pale. It's like a pale golden light.
As
it sears the skin.
It sears the skins on this creature. You see them sort of like furling up a little bit in various places, like they, they're being pulled, like as they shrink. So the stitching and stuff like bing, 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 popping off. You can see all these bugs fucking crawling inside.
Ugh. Arcelia, darling! I'll help you in a moment. That is my turn.
Okay. Skin beetle swarm. Okay. Good luck, Arcelia. This is not a good thing. Oh boy. Arcelia, they are going to swarm all over you and start biting.
No.
Did that roll right? Hold on.
No.
I definitely did not. Hold on. That is not correct. Sorry. Oh boy. Let me find that. Oh no, that is not correct. That should be a... so roll this. So that was just a flat 6. So that should be a 19.
That is not a hit.
Okay. That is the first attack. First action. Second attack. 16. As these beetles begin crawling all over you. And they're big. They're like the sizes of a hand. Arcelia's just like swiping them off. And last attack. An 18.
That's a miss.
Yeah, Arcelia, you're just shoving them off of you as quickly as you can. You can see several, like, their mandibles trying to pinch and cause you bodily harm. But that is a miss on all three that try to bite you. Very, very good. Those things suck. It is now your turn.
All right. I would like to take a 5-foot step back.
Oh, I am so sorry. So they,
Yes.
I need you to make a reflex save. This is actually not an attack roll. That's why I didn't have it in there. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You know what?
25.
It's my bad. It's fine. You're good.
Okay. So first action, I step back. Actually, before I step back, I'm going to swing dagger venom at the creature, the large one.
Okay.
21.
21 is a miss. It like awkwardly sort of bodily shoves you, like as you try to attack, and you just it just narrowly misses.
Very good. I will then step back, and I will try to swing at the bugs. 28.
Yep, that is a hit.
Okay. That is only 9 piercing damage.
Okay. You can see, like, piercing these creatures' shells is just absolute nightmare. As you stab with the dagger of venom, it scrapes along its shell. It definitely reacts in pain, but you didn't, like, properly stab it.
I need help. That's my turn.
Small furrow in its shell. Okay. Skin Stitch. Doesn't like you backing off. It's gonna shamble forward, following you. The bugs are still like all over the ground nearby. And it will swipe with its blade again and try to flay you some more. Oh, make a 2d20 rolls, please.
All right. This one will be for the cold damage.
Success.
This one's for the bleed.
Not a success. You take 3 bleed damage. The cold has gotten not quite as bad, and it has disappeared from your persistent damage. Still cold, still covered in frost, but you're not freezing anymore. Okay, this creature, which for some reason its sheet is not loading for me. Let me refresh. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Okay, it will strike at you with its blade. That's a crit.
Yep. Can't tiptoe around that one.
Nope. First, this is slashing damage, and it's going to be double. That's 32 slashing damage.
Australia!
As a reaction.
No! I will activate a bond for a brief second.
Stay down, whelp.
I will take 5 prior to that, and then you will split that as a heads up.
I'll use my... Oh, okay.
So 32 got taken down to 27, and Malavik, you will take 13. Arcelia, you take 14.
Okay.
Then I need you to so the persistent bleed damage, let's see if that gets worse. It will either stay at 3 or get worse. Staying at 3. Okay. Yeah, another strip of skin gets peeled off of you by this blade, Arcelia. It's horrific. Oh god. You can see the creatures like holding up this like bit of green skin that's kind of like flopping around, and it looks like it's about to attach it to itself. Malavik, it's your turn.
She will die in agonizing pain. Do you require my aid?
Don't you have a blood bond? That means you die too.
Oh, does it? Or do you mean he dies? So, I'll ask you again, this is wasting
Shut
time.
up! You are not Malavik!
Do you require
Shut
my
up!
aid? She will die!
You will die!
Yara, can you sleep on your conscience of her being peeled alive, added to the skin bag that is in front of you? Ask for my aid. It will be over as fast as it can be.
Malavik, you need to suppress this to save her!
Can
Weak.
fail. Just ask for the aid. Do it.
Weak. Do not give in, Yara. Do not give in like Malavik did. I told you. I warned him. He denied it.
You'll see me go on all fours. My back will broaden. Ask for the aid. All you have to do is say my name, and I will take action. Speak it.
Speak Malavik's name. Not
Malavik.
Doc. Speak it.
Malavik!
She's hurt. I will move up past Yara and sit here.
Malavik, please make me a perception check.
24.
Okay. Now this area over here is blowing like a jet of frosty, freezing air. I'm assuming you go to the east with a 24, around that way.
I cannot. It. What's happening? No.
Fine. I will take a deep inhale. You do not need to speak it. He's already asked for it. But you will ask for my aid when it counts. As a 2-action move, I will then begin to have the flames envelop my body But I will save the action. The next round, ask for the aid. You know you want to, Yara. Do not let her death be on your hands. One last chance. Ask for it.
It's on his hands, not yours.
I will look directly into your eyes. Malavik.
It's a shame, child. Pharasma must be disappointed. I will not take action. But I will hold this to action.
Very well.
She's dying. I can feel it. We can feel it.
Shut up!
Are we on a ley line?
You are.
Oh, you want this aid? Oh, let me tell you. There is a ley line underneath us. The power will be immense. One blow. That will be it.
No. Rostok, darling, do something!
I'm working on it. Celia, you need to reach out to Malavik when you can. Get away and reach out to him. He has lost his fight.
This is all of Malavik's turn. Rostok.
I am going to cast something I have not yet. Upon the skin stitch. Malicious shadow, enjoy the paragraph.
Okay.
I summon through... Ooh, I might reroll that attack, though. It doesn't go away, thankfully, but... Oh, because it's not... Oh, no, that definitely hits. Hold on, that didn't take my... God damn it, I hate these spells sometimes. That's plus 12. That's a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that is a hit.
I take the skin stitch's shadow and meld it into a giant mosquito. Similar, but not as grandiose or beautiful as the mosquito witch. As it stands above this creature and begins to slash and pierce at it.
Okay. And that is for 19. Now it says additional damage, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Yeah, I think that's incorrect. It should be, let me see the description here. It's a choice. So in this case, it would be piercing.
Okay. Tendrils of the shadow, almost mirroring Yara's needle darts. We see thin pieces of shadow just kind of stab through this creature. And they seem to, like, do next to nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see, that was 2 action. Yes.
Oh, I am so sorry. They do connect, and they tear. They do rend some of this skin on this creature. I apologize.
So it does look effective then, yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, it was. If I'm guessing bludgeoning probably would have done that. But you don't answer that, of course. Good. I then cast life. Oh, no, I don't cast life boost. That uses up the same thing, so I cannot cast life boost there. Then with that, I will move back against the wall next to Yara. And that is my turn.
Speaking of Yara, it is your turn, Yara.
I will utilize my doctor's visitation in order to go ahead and run to Arcelia and also use battle medicine in the same turn, on the same action. At an expert level, That is...
Ooh.
I am going to re-roll it.
17, which was a fail, getting re-rolled.
Come on, battle medicine.
Fucking neighbor has just started up his motorcycle.
An 18. That is a failure still. Fuck!
It's looking tired.
Yara, it hurts.
I know. Oh, with my...
Pain, Yara.
Shut up! I'm going to go ahead then, and I will cast a level 3 heal with my moderate curse, allowing me to roll d12s instead, for 2 actions. That is going to be 22 plus 24 plus 3 for the heal for her. So that should be about 49 points of healing for Arcelia, and if that tops her off, which I don't think it does, it would clear her, what is it?
It does top me off.
Then your bleed is also gone.
Arcelia, are you alright?
Oh my. Fuck. What is this thing?
I don't know. Malefic, quit battling your fucking demons and get over here now!
You hear that, Malefic, as they cry out for you. All you have to do is say that you need my aim, speak my name, and it will be done.
I shake my head. That is my turn.
All right. Just to further add insult to injury here, Arcelia, those strips that were like cut off you and now healed, I think there's a lasting sort of appearance here, right? Maybe even like a skin graft recipient, that sort of look. You can see that strip that's sort of like scabbed over and healed, but it's always going to be there, you know, like even after it's been healed, you'll see it.
Permanently marked by this moment.
Yes. And they're strips of skin that have been, you know, repaired, so they're very visible.
This creature's holding my skin in front of me.
Just dangling. Then the skin beetles will begin to move forward, and they're going to go ahead and envelop Arcelia and Yara. The skin beetles begin crawling up your legs again, and let's see here. I need reflex saves from Yara and Arcelia, please.
29.
15.
Okay. Let's read this because goddamn. Arcelia, that is a success. Yara, not so much. Okay. Yara, you take 23 piercing damage as the swarm begins to crawl up and start biting you with its mandibles. You also take 2 persistent bleed, and you are now clumsy 1.
You always make me fucking clumsy.
I'll raise my amulet to reduce the damage by 8.
Yep. Let me just double check here real quick. Okay, and it will do so again. I need reflex saves from the both of you again, please.
15.
26.
Okay, this time you succeed, Yara. Arcelia, that is a fail, I think. Not a critical fail. Not a critical fail. Okay. 16 piercing damage, Arcelia. And you are bleeding again. 1 persistent bleed, and you are clumsy 1. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right. I take a status penalty to dex-based checks, DCs, AC, reflex saves. All right, good to know. Shit. I strike out with my dagger of venom at the skin creature again. 21.
That is a miss.
I swing down at the beetles below us. That's a crit.
Good. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, you absolutely skewer one of these things. And let me see here. Magical, necromancy, and poison. Okay.
Do you want me to roll the crit damage?
No, we just double it.
Okay.
But it does get sickened, maybe.
It needs to make a DC 19 fortitude save.
That is a fail. It is a sickened swarm.
And that's 16 piercing damage total.
Okay. Yeah, the shells are very resistant to piercing damage. Sorry. Just need to fix something real quick. Okay.
Was this the first time before this Arcelia in the round that you took damage when you got hit by them?
I suppose it depends on if it triggers on your turn or my turn.
No, it's in a round, so it's whoever's at the top of the order. So if the monster
Yes,
was at
that's
the top,
the first time.
all right. So
That's
you would get 5 HP back. I
Okay.
would take 5.
Okay. And the poison. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. They are sickened. Little bugs.
Okay.
Well, not little. I guess hand-sized bugs, just puking and pooping everywhere.
Disgusting. For my final action, I will attempt to swing the dagger of venom at the large creature again. 13.
That is a miss.
That's it.
It's sort of awkwardly moves out of the way of the attack. It's like herky jerky, you know. The skin stitch will now stitch your skin onto its skin, and it closes up one of the many wounds that have accumulated. For 1 action. Then it will slice at you with its blade as its second action. That is another crit.
Jesus Christ.
We'll go ahead.
I just want to check a thing real quick. I'm assuming it doesn't, but does that skin stitch count as like a spell-like ability that might get a reaction?
Nope.
No.
It's a
Okay.
manipulate.
Ah.
So
Ooh, manipulate is a-
yeah, if you have an attack of opportunity that you would like to use, that would be usable right now.
If she's not using her reaction for something else.
Yes.
correct.
Yes. I might as well. So as it tries to stitch itself, I will use my reaction to try to slash it. And it's a miss.
That is
My
in fact-
reaction is used up now.
Oh boy. This'll be fine. That is 20 slashing damage. That was minimum damage, by the way. As you are struck, let's see here. Yeah, it's just going to be a second blade attack for its last action. 28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, for another 13 slashing damage.
Fuck.
He's wailing inside. Pain is deep.
It is your turn, Malavik.
Running out of time. Speak my name, ask for my aid.
I will take care of it. I have a plan, Yara. Do not give in to this whelp. And I'm not speaking of Malavik.
Oh, yes, I believe your internal thoughts are of that. How deceiving Malavik will be. How you can't trust him.
I trust him, not you, you demon.
All right. Yara. Oh, how is the one that you have feelings for being skinned alive in front of you? What's that feel?
Shut up!
Arcelia. Oh, you know what to do. Ask for it.
Malavik, I need you.
Don't call for him. There's nothing he can do to save you. You are bleeding out. Ask for it.
Don't. I have a plan.
There's a plan.
Trust me, not this thing.
I look over at Arostok pleadingly.
I have this. Trust me. Take care of her. I'll take care of this thing. This
Turn my
weak
head away.
little thing that must cling to someone else's life. It cannot survive on its own.
Oh, if you only knew this.
I do know. Shut up.
All I want to do is help you. All you have to do is ask. It's what Malavik wants.
No, it isn't.
He
I
wants
know
to
that.
save her. I can feel it. He's crawling at the apex. There is something powerful inside this one if you only ask.
He
The
is more powerful
flames
than you.
that are starting to envelop the body will now turn blue. Last chance to ask. Garcia will not survive another hit.
She will. She is stronger than you.
If she dies, the bond is broken. You lose both, not one. The body will belong to me. I'll do as I wish. You know how it feels, Yara, to have a body mutilated in front of you. You do not want that. I know you don't. Think about your other companion.
Have this.
That is it for Malavik's turn. Rashta.
I cast Rousing Splash on Malavik, dousing the flames. $17 HP as you are immediately doused entirely in water. Malavik! Malavik!
What?
Take control of your damn body and save Arcelia!
She's hurt. The voices, they're loud. No.
Malavik, fuck the voices! Help Arcelia now!
She will die without you!
No.
Yes! Save her!
I will
Malavik.
stand up from being on all fours. The flames will only ignite inside and not outside externally, and I will look towards Arcelia and frightened, afraid. I'm weak. I'm sorry. And I'll be there, and then the turn order will continue.
I then sustain my spell of malicious shadow, giving it another attack. I fixed that. Yuck. Is that... Why?
So
Okay, well,
you rolled
that's
an
a
8.
22. It's
No,
a 20...
You rolled an 8.
rolled
So that was a
an
plus
8. Oh, you're
10?
right, yes. Wait, let me... 10 plus 8. No, I rolled a 10. It's supposed to be taking...
I see an 8 in the
yes.
in the parentheses.
Correct. That's the other. That's my spell proficiency, which is lowered by 4 because it's being terrible. It should be 22 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
22 to hit.
Yes, it is not doing what it's supposed to. There. Okay.
Is a hit.
Wonderful.
Okay.
For 22 more shadow piercing damage.
Okay. Rashtak. How do you kill it?
Oh. Staring at Malavik directly as I move this shadow, and it pierces and stabs this thing over and over and over until it is nothing but tatters. We do not need you, demon! We are fine on our own with Malavik! Die!
I am no demon.
Then control yourself! So I may trust you like I say I do!
Please make an intimidation check, Arashtak. You have a circumstance bonus of a +2.
It's a good thing it's a 0 for me. It's a 10, just nice and 12.
So this will be a 12. Malavik. Make a will save. Okay.
Do not yell at me. Do not threaten me. I have done nothing. I see you.
It's not over yet, Malavik. I need you.
I will then remove my greatsword from my back and continue the roll order.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, or Rashtak?
Yes.
Yara. The beetles are crawling all over you and Arcelia.
I am going to go ahead and use my daily exception for my battle medicine in order to apply it again to Arcelia at an expert level. That is a 29, and she shall be healed for 23 points of healing. Arcelia, we need to get rid of these things!
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Are you able to do this while you are in a swarm? Ooh, that's a question. Let's see,
Well, it depends on if I'm able to make any sort of action, because it's just a manipulate action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, I guess you are. Okay.
And with my final 2 actions, I'm going to raise a hand, and my hand will glow blue as I cast Torturous Trauma on the bugs in this swarm. They must make a 22 Fortitude saving throw.
Okie dokie. Natural 1.
So that is a critical failure because it's a natural 1, yes?
Yep.
So they will take double the damage, which will be 30 points of bludgeoning damage, and they will be fatigued until the start of my next turn.
Okay. You said how much bludgeoning?
Since it's 15, it would be doubled, it would be 30.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and this is like, it's horrible. You can see they're already making noise, like as they're crawling on you. There's that sort of, the sound of like mandibles closing and like clattering and there's this horrible cacophony of screeching amongst the beetles as they sort of move awkwardly and seemingly in great trauma from this spell.
I look both terrified and horribly angry at the same time. And that is my turn.
Okay. The skin beetle swarm. I need reflex saves, Arcelia and Yara.
23.
15, baby.
Oh no. Yeah. Success, Arcelia. Hail, Yara. Oh boy. Wow, Yara. I rolled like shit on that
Holy
damage.
shit.
I rolled terrible on the damage. You take 8 piercing damage. And you will also take 2 persistent bleed damage.
Now, I actually should have taken damage previously for this bleed, I believe.
Oh.
On either my last turn or the last 2.
So it was whatever was higher.
They're
saves.
both persistent too, so I would have taken 4 at this point, and then this would be 6.
Okay.
So I'm at 43 HP then.
Okay. Yeah, and just mark yourself. Let's see. 2 bleed. Okay.
Thank you.
And that was the first action. Second action, another reflex save, please.
And they are also fatigued, I believe, as a heads up.
Sickened.
No, well, they have fatigue
Both.
from what I've done, yes.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm not sure if that changes anything.
It might. -1 status penalty, AC, and saving throws. Okay. Second. Wouldn't have changed anything.
All right.
My reflex save is 32.
All good.
Mine is a 13.
Oof.
That, unfortunately, is a crit. Actually, hold on. Let me see what Sicken does. Checks and DCs.
DCs go down.
No, to this value on all your checks and DCs. You immediately attempt to force the save against the DC unless you reduce your second value by 1. So, question here, Pathfinder people. When it says that you take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs, does that mean that for the players, their DC is lowered? Is that correct? So their DC that they have to beat is lowered by 1? Is that the way that I'm reading that?
I would believe so, because it would be like your spell DCs, technically. But it might be saving throws, but it would say saving throws.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe
Yep.
so.
There's a yup in chat.
Okay. So that does matter because that makes it not a crit. Which is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yes, I like not getting critted.
That's better than I thought it was.
However, you still take 13 piercing damage this time. Let's see which bleed effect is worse. Let's go for another D4. Hey, we got a 4 now. All right, so 4 persistent bleed now.
And that would stack on top of the other one?
No.
Or do I
No,
take
it's
it
just
after?
overwrites.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Okay. So let's see. We got one last action here from these guys. I need a last reflex save from the both of you.
15.
Fail.
25.
Success. Arcelia, you take 18 piercing damage on that
Jesus.
one. There's the damage. I was wondering where it went. And 4 persistent bleed. And you are clumsy 1.
Does a clumsy stack? I already have a clumsy.
Nope.
Okay.
Yara, you also have clumsy 1 as well, by the way. Okay. That is it for the skin beetle swarm. Arcelia, it's your turn.
I will do a exploit vulnerability on the beetle swarm. 18.
That is a fail.
All right. Even with a failure, I can activate Personal Antithesis. I will take out some spores from my pouch and crack them against the Morning Star. No, the dagger venom, and then I'll strike down because that's been what I have been using. Second action is attack for 34.
Ooh, that is a hit.
Okay. So it will take 10 piercing damage plus 5.
And not a crit, even though it has reduced AC?
That is correct.
To 15 total.
When Arcelia got hit last, I would have taken 5 at the start of that turn as a heads up as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So make sure to add 5 back if you have an Arcelia.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, again, Arcelia, these things are hard to pierce. You hit one like dead on, and it just scrapes across its shell.
I do it again. For a crit.
Okay.
I strike in the exact same spot, determined to crack through.
Very nice.
So that's going to be 14 piercing damage. It has to make... I suppose it's already sickened, so it wouldn't really matter.
Okay.
So that's going to be 14 piercing plus 5.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, these things are so resilient. Like you kill one of them, and there's just so many more.
And then I roll for the persistent damage. I got an 11.
That is a fail.
Okay.
So you take the 4 persistent bleed.
And that is my turn.
Okay, Malavik.
I will do this. No, I will do this without you. I'll look back at Arastak. I will drag my greatsword along the ground and walk slowly towards. Everything is blurry. As I strike my greatsword across the ground, a blue flame will ignite and I will slash towards the swarm. $29.
That is a hit.
4 of it is fire damage.
What kind of damage are you doing?
It's striking. Or slashing, excuse me.
Okay, there you go. All right. Slashing. Very well. Malavik, slashing with your greatsword in a large arc. You tear through many...
plus 2. Excuse me. It's 22 damage because of the ley line.
Yes. You strike your greatsword along the ground. You slice through many of these bugs along the way.
Oh yeah, it's force damage too for the 2. I'll do it again. 20.
That is a miss.
I'll slash again. My heart's not in it. My strength's not in it.
Is it technically flanked now?
I don't know if that applies for swarms.
I don't think that applies on swarms, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
An 8. Sorry, I wouldn't have taken that last strike because I moved. Sorry.
And no, they do not take critical hits or flanking.
They don't
So-
take critical hits.
Yeah. So swarm traits.
Wow.
At least, hold on. Let me see here.
Very nice.
I want to
Not
make sure we
sickened.
double check it. I want to double check it though because this is not from Nethys.
From Nethys, there's nothing about criticals. It just says they're immune to grapple, prone, or restrained. That's it. Nothing about criticals not working.
Yeah, that is straight from Roll20 that I just pasted.
Okay, yeah, then
Same
it seems that source is likely wrong. I'll read.
It's
through
probably
all of this, though.
outdated.
Yeah,
Maybe
Criticals
Pathfinder
are-
1.
could be. Yeah,
Oh, yes. 2E's.
they didn't specify.
There are also some 2E rules that they changed.
Oh no, it
too.
says swarm traits under swarm in the if you go to swarm at the archives of Nethys, it says swarm traits. A swarm has no clear front or back and no discernible anatomy, so it is not subject to critical hits or flanking.
Okay. So it is not second.
No, this is first edition, actually.
That's first. Yeah. the
Jesus
second-
Christ.
Yeah. Second edition, they can be
Let's
crit.
see.
We also have that confirmed in chat.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, they changed
Alright.
it in second.
Yep. So you're all good. We've been doing it correctly. All right, Malavik.
Yeah,
is that it for your
the
turn?
2 swings counted and I moved, so that's it. I'm just like, get out of there.
Barashtak.
Yes.
There's a lot of them crawling all over them there.
I
Everywhere.
don't think you are currently flanking it because it is not surrounded. You're like standing in the bugs.
Yes, I think I'll just do a ray of frost on the bugs. The shadow has disappeared as the creature died, by the way.
The shadow just kind of crumbles into the shadows of smaller creatures and just dissolves.
For a critical.
The cast was so unenthusiastic, but it was apparently pretty effective. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I've been yelling.
You see several of these bugs just get encompassed by freezing cold, where the ray lands, dealing 20 cold. Alrighty.
And if it matters, it now takes a 10-foot status penalty for speeds for 1 round if it decides to leave.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, Arashak?
I'm going to cast Guidance upon Yara.
Okay.
That's my final action, and then I'm good.
When you extend a spell, you have to take any extra penalty for that, like an extra action or anything?
Guidance is 30 foot, not reach, or not
Right.
touch. So
So you
Yara
have a
just
use
likes
reach
to.
spell. Yes,
yeah.
okay.
So I don't need reach spell, but you're absolutely right. I would normally.
Okay. It is your turn, Yara.
Well. All right. At this point, I just want these things fucking dead, so I wave my hand over the rapier, and I will cast needle darts as the darts levitate above my hands, and I will cast them forth towards the bugs, trying to pinpoint them with a +1 from guidance. So it's a 19 to hit. I believe that misses.
Ding, 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 ding. You see several of the needles like bounce off the shells. Several of them miss. They're crawling all over you, Yara. It's hard not to shoot yourself, you know?
All right. And with my final action, I'm going to place a hand on Arcelia, casting guidance upon her, so she gets a +1 on her next attack. Actually, yes. And that is my turn.
Okay. The skin beetle swarm. I need reflex saves, please. From
You can
Arcelia.
use your guidance here, by the
Yeah.
way, Arcelia.
22.
That is just barely a success, Yara. Unfortunately, that is a
I don't
natural
have
one
any
from
hero
Arcelia.
points.
Oh boy, that is a critical failure. Unfortunate here.
I think I can only use the shared burden once, right?
Yeah.
I'm out of hero points.
Well, I
No.
take 5 damage for you if that makes you feel any better.
Okay.
Can I throw a hero
That is 24 piercing damage, Arcelia.
Save her!
And you're already at maximum bleed. You are still clumsy, unfortunately. Oh, actually, clumsy makes those reflex saves even worse. You get a -1 on those. Yara,
It's already mechanically input.
This is the
do
button.
you have the button checked on yours, Yara?
Yes, I do, but for some reason it's not actually applying anything to my AC, so that would be, wait, clumsy applies to saving throws as well? Or is it just AC?
To dex
It's DCs.
based. To dex based.
Yes. Yes, so that would have been a 22, I believe. Let me double check, though.
Well,
I normally
you have
get
a 22 in here.
She's guidance, I think.
So you have
Right?
you have a 13 plus a 9 right now.
Yes, it did not count it, so it would be a 21.
That is a hit then,
A fail.
unfortunately. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. This will be 20 piercing damage, Yara.
I am on
that's-
death's door.
That's attack 1. That's the first action. Second action. Good luck. Reflex saves, please.
That's so interesting. So, having clumsy 1 on the sheet, if you open up the saving throw, it adds a temporary -1. But when you roll it, like you hover over, it doesn't say. Like my reflex is expert 12, and it just says 12 instead of 11. Okay. Anyway.
Because it's taking attempt 1, I'm guessing. It just automatically takes it out before you roll it.
Well, that's
Yes,
her
but it's not
point.
doing that on my
the math
sheet.
isn't correct.
20.
Okay.
That's another nat 1 from me.
Oh, crap. Oh, boy. This is bad. This is bad. These are 2 fails.
It's fine.
Arcelia's is a critical fail.
It's okay. Wait, no, it's not okay. Wait, no, it's fine.
Wait,
It's
is
fine.
share burden really once a day?
I'm an orc.
Arcelia gets some special bullshit, yes.
I have a thing, 1 anti-death. So I'm okay.
Well, I meant share burden. Oh my god.
46 piercing damage headed your way, Arcelia.
Okay, well, I hit 0 and then I automatically go back up to 1.
Now here's a question. When that activates, you avoid being knocked out and your wounded condition increases by 1. So your wounded is actually going to increase by 2 because that was a crit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But
2
you're
more
still
wounded.
up. Now for Yara. Oh boy. Here we go. That is 15 damage, piercing damage, Yara.
I look to Malavik as I collapse to the ground.
No!
I am unconscious and dying.
What do I do? What do I do?
I drop to a knee and I look as if I'm about to collapse, but I hold on through sheer strength.
There's beetles like crawling all over Yara and Arcelia, pinching and biting with mandibles. Yes. Yara, you are dying 1, wounded 1. Arcelia, you are wounded 2 right now. One more action from the beetles, unfortunately. I am so sorry. Correct? Is that right?
What?
Let's see.
You took 3 actions.
No, this is
There's a swarming bite. There's a swarming bite. There's a swarming bite. That's 3.
Oh, it is 3. Yep, you are correct.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Because that could have potentially been death for Yara. Arcelia, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Switching weapons, does that count as an action?
Yeah.
So,
Stow and unstow.
yeah.
All right. I will first action, switch to my Morning Star. And you see me crack the same spores onto it. And then I will swing it down as my second action. 23.
23. Unfortunately, not a hit.
Oh.
24.
Okay.
They are sickened, fatigued. 24. Damn.
Okay.
Wait. Sorry, 1 second. Well, no, you have to declare before you roll. The guidance. I don't think you used it, but that's declare before roll.
Will drinking a lesser healing potion take an action?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that for my final action.
I believe it's 2, unfortunately. I would love very much for you to
It's
do
one
it.
action.
But
It says one
is
action.
Because you have to take it out as well, unless
Unless you're wearing them.
I'd probably
They're
have it
stowed
on
in
my
the bag.
belt.
That's different.
Where?
You're-
So where is it in your items?
Point.
Oh, it's stowed.
Yeah,
Okay,
That would take
Then I
it,
can't
sorry.
do that. No, it's fine. Then what I will do for my last action is just swing. I can't get out of here. Even if I 5-foot step. Yep. Sorry, wrong button. I wish. Oh my god, I wish. I hit the wrong fucking button. Damn.
Well,
Just
hold on.
subtract.
I
Hold
mean,
on, hold
subtract.
on. Yeah, you don't have to re-roll this.
Okay. All right.
It's minus.
Thank you. You're
it's
so nice.
Well, listen, I'm just trying to be fair because this is pretty bad. That
So it'd
is-
be a 30.
It's still a crit. It's still a crit. You still rolled a natural 20. It's just not a 35. So that is still a crit, and that is for bludgeoning damage with the Morning Star. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's better than piercing. It's still not great.
Okay. So that's 18 bludgeoning plus 5.
You feel like you crunch one pretty good, and it's still moving around.
Why won't you fucking die?
There's so many dead beetles around, and there's so many that are that have taken like a horrible beating.
Okay, I have a question. Would the persistent bleeding still be a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is I have to succeed on this roll or I'm gonna fall down.
Yes.
Okay, what number do I
15
have
or
to
higher.
beat?
Can I give hero points?
Fuck.
Arcelia gets knocked unconscious. Arcelia, I think you are wounded 2 now. You are dying 1. Malavik, I need you to please make a will save for me.
Oh no. 17.
That is a fail, unfortunately. Malavik, as Arcelia falls to the ground, you feel like your heart has been ripped out of your chest. Who wants to make a roll for me? Rastak or Malavik?
Probably not me. I'm not going to be in the right state of mind.
Well,
I'll do it then.
I should rephrase. Dan or Technique?
Oh.
I'll let you.
I'll speak as Dan there. I'll let you pick who wants to roll. You can tell me to roll too. I'm fine with that.
That'd be a Rostock, I think.
This is not a good thing, by the way.
Dan.
This is not a good thing.
I gathered. He said me. What am I rolling?
Okay, Dan. Let's see here. Oh boy. Let's find this real quick. Okay, Dan, I need you to roll me 2 d20s, please.
Separate or in all together?
Just roll 2 d20s.
First one is a 20. Second one's a 13.
Okay. Malavik, you take 33 damage. This will be bleeding damage. Where the blood bond was made, rinse open, and just blood starts pouring out like an artery has been hit. I now need you to roll a d6, please, Arashtak.
2.
Okay, Malavik, you have also 2 persistent bleed damage. It is your turn, Malavik.
Just looking around and seeing blood pouring from everywhere. I look back to Rostock. Was he right? Was it right?
I will save them. You kill the creatures. I have this.
Yours on the ground. I don't think she's breathing.
I have this.
I can't
I
feel
saved you. I'll save them. You said you trust me.
And I'll just swing my greatsword. Crit.
That is a crit. Holy shit.
4 of it, well, 8 of it is fire damage.
How do you kill the rest of them, Malavik?
I look back at Rostock. You'll see tears of blood coming out of my eyes as I'll turn my whole body into the air in a cylindrical format. The blade backhanded. As it scrapes the ground, the flames turn a rich, bright blue till green. As blood hits the blade, and then I'll swing it with all my might as if I'm dying. And then when it hits the group, the flame will burst out of the ground, encircling them as they burn up. And then you hear a faint. I'll start crawling towards them and grabbing both of them and holding them both in my arms as I'll rock back and forth.
I'm rolling stabilize immediately on both of the
Wake
casting.
up, wake up.
Give them a potion! And you're a spell! And I run over to Arcelia and do the same. I pull one of mine.
I'll uncork the potion and hold her in my arms with blood mixing in her hair and pour it gently and then wipe her lips. Wake up!
That's 12 for you, Arcelia.
You can roll the heal, Yara.
I did. It was 19 points of healing.
I tear off part of my robe, hand it to Malavik. Staunch the bleeding!
No, I deserve it.
Staunch her bleeding, then!
Fine. I'll wrap it
I do
around.
the same for Arcelia.
Need d20 rolls from Arcelia, Yara, and Malavik.
4.
Success,
15.
Arcelia. Success, Yara. Your bleeding
Rolls
stops.
meet the fiction. Damn.
I continue to bleed. After I staunch the bleeding, I'll lay Yara down gently and then kind of crab walk backwards in fear. No.
I walk over to you, Malvik, and grab your hand and do the same for you.
Let it go.
No. I didn't fight for you to let you die.
I'll give in.
I'm attempting to help staunch the bleeding for him as well.
Okay. I make a medicine check.
I will use nature because I get to benefit from that. And this should be, remember right, +2 to whatever I roll. That's a critical for 36.
Oh, you staunched the bleeding.
Everyone is alive because of you, Malevich. Remember that.
Because of me.
Yes, not the creature that lives with you. You did that.
I just stare at the ground, taking in his words.
I pat him on the back and walk over to Yara and Arcelia. What healing do you need?
I believe we all could probably use something. I look severely fucking wounded. And Arcelia's even worse, I assume. You are wounded too.
You see me open my eyes and I'm breathing, I'm moving. But then I pass out from pure exhaustion.
Malevich, make a perception check for me.
26.
See something to the north in that passage. Catches your eye. Looks like a cell. There are bars and there are creatures inside.
I'll slowly get up.
Malevich.
And I'll just raise my hand and trudge slowly to the corner of this room until I can barely see inside.
So, inside this cavern, the northwest, you see this reinforced stone masonry and a few figures huddling together in the corner of a cell.
There.
What?
Prisoners.
We'll take care of them after we take care of ourselves. If someone jumps us while helping them, we will not survive.
Can I tell where they are? I mean, I can see them, but...
Can you tell what?
Yeah, what kind of creatures they are.
They appear to be of varying races, but they are humanoid. There's a human that sees you and stands up and calls out, "Help! He's free us!"
See if they're injured, Malevich.
We must
And they're alive because of me.
first.
They're alive because of me. And I'll walk in one step closer.
There are 3 of them there.
Are they all human? Or you said they're a variety, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We will save them, Malevich. Come back.
Yes. Wait a little longer. We will...
You can see, they, like, raise a wobbly finger and they point towards the east.
I'll just nod my head and just say, I'll turn back to the group. I don't know what to do. There's something here.
Yes, we must lick our wounds.
Right. And I'll just encourage to wait a little longer.
Let us go back to one of the other rooms. The room with the crates. It is safer there. One entrance, not two. We will return and save them. Please, help us. Help us. We will. We will.
Said, there's someone there.
Yes.
Yara, what do I do?
Malevich, are any of them horribly injured? Can you tell from here?
Yes, apparently
Get
there
a
is.
medicine check.
Oh boy. 14.
They look pretty beat up.
They're pretty bad. No one belongs in a sail, let alone die in one.
Malevich, do you see anything else in the room?
Can I smell the air and see if I pick up the scent again or no?
I'm not going to let you roll another perception check. You've gotten a 26. I'm going to say, yeah, there's something that smells a little odd. It smells a little familiar. You can't quite place it.
Something's off. I can't trust my senses.
Can we come back after a brief rest?
Maybe too late. Their
If
lives
it's
will be
too
on.
late, it's too late.
What if I do my best to heal Arcelia and myself? We unlock the cage. And we run.
Since something's off, it could be with the cage. It could be a trap.
There's something in the east side of the room. I'm compelled to look, but I
That's the
don't
trap.
know if I should.
Don't. Not yet. We must survive. We cannot help them if we cannot help ourselves first.
I'll just fall to my knees.
Please help us.
I'll put my hands on my head.
They will die if we don't help them, but we will die now if we go in there, and then they also die. Yara, start working on yourselves.
I do not think we have time for me to do my usual practices.
Do what you can. You can barely walk. If we go in there and we're jumped, we die. I'm not trying to abandon them, but I will not abandon you.
Damn it. He's right. We do not know him. We have to help them when we can.
We will help them, but not yet. We have to survive first.
I will use a final third level, utilizing my curse's moderate level on Arcelia to heal her. Wow, that is terrible. Yeah, that is 3d12, by the way, but it is plus 24, so 5 plus 24, that's going to be 29.
Yeah, that was a 1, 1, and a 3 rolled.
Yeah, it's going to be 32 points of healing, even with that shit roll.
Wait,
And I will
24
use-
plus 5? And 3
Yep.
from the curse. Okay.
And I will use my final level 2 on myself. And that will be 27 points of healing.
You can heal yourself even with the curse on right now?
Yes, it's originating from other people that they cannot heal me.
Okay.
So what is our plan?
You can... I imagine, Yara, like, this is very taxing for you while you're doing this. So you see several of the injuries close up, you know, and heal and scab over for Arcelia and for Yara. But Yara definitely looks trashed.
I have an idea. It will satiate all your worries. I think, Malavik, you are able to move quietly, yes?
Yes.
Yes. I can only once, but I can cast invisibility upon you. 10 minutes, you can inspect.
Do it.
If you do anything, it will be undone.
Anything as an attack.
Attack, pick up things, anything but
Right.
looking. No
Do it
touch.
now. Fine.
I look to the others. Yara, is that an idea you find acceptable? If it
Yes.
is too much, we must retreat.
All right.
Are we in accord, Malavik? You promise me upon your brother and mother.
Yes.
Say it. Say it.
I promise upon my brother and mother.
Say it again. Look at me.
We don't have time.
Yes, we do.
I was upon my brother and my mother.
Good. Thank you.
I will
Cast
then.
invisibility upon Malavik. For 10 minutes it lasts. Go inspect. Do not interact. And then come back and let us know what is going on. Please. You promised.
Without a word, I'll start moving.
Okay. Please make a stealth check for me, Malavik.
Hey. I'm re-rolling that.
15 re-roll.
14.
I do want to make note, it does say it just makes you undetectable. I don't know if he needs to roll stealth. Because otherwise they're hidden if the creature attempts to find them.
Yeah, totally understandable. Malavik, where do you go?
First, I'll go here and look into the cage and get a good eye on them.
Yeah, there are 3 people inside. Looks like a human. There's the one that you were talking to is a human woman, dressed in some vestments. You've seen the symbol before, recently. One of the person that was on the horse must be one of these people.
Yeah, don't say anything. I'll slide. I've never been invisible before, so I will actually feel as though I am not, and like act as I'm stealthing normally, and slide to the corner. But not all the way. I would be here and look at the reactions to the reactions of the
They're looking around. They saw you just kind of disappeared. They just yeah, they're just kind of looking around. Hello, whispering.
I'll take another sniff in the air.
Yeah, Malavik. Yeah, the smell it's more noticeable now. It smells like some kind of amalgamation of the skin beetles and that skin stitch that you met. You you see a person. I guess a person. And you see a familiar sight of one of those plant creatures. This person has what appears to be a female human. Or, I'm sorry, not a human. Hold on. A female halfling. No, sorry. Gnome. Apologies. Female gnome. That is being held and currently is being, looks like, devoured by this creature.
Or just my eyes will get wide.
Please. Screaming in pain.
I'll grit my teeth. They trust you. No. So much sorrow in my heart. Walk back towards the group.